Hi, Brianne. Thanks for being here. Just need one more person.
Yeah, I'm sure you're juggling all the same things that I am today.
Yes.
And you too. Is this the working parent caucus?
All on the health committee.
Oh, the sheer amount of Animal Crossing and Hamilton going on is the working parent caucus for sure.
My staff, are we waiting on someone else or can we go ahead and get started?
It's possible Parker's going to join, but I think you can go ahead and get started.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I just need to grab strawberries really quickly and then we can get started.
It's about that time. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Ona, we're ready.
Go for it.
Okay. Are we recording? Support services, you guys good?
We're ready when you are.
Okay, wonderful. Good afternoon. I'd like to call this meeting of the Committee on Health to order. Today is Tuesday, January 16, 2024. The time is 2:33 p.m. I'm at-large Councilmember Christina Henderson, Chair of the Committee on Health. I want to note that we have the presence of a quorum, Councilmember Brianna Doe from Ward 1 and Councilmember Charles Allen from Ward 6. We are joining virtually as it is a snow day here in the District of Columbia. Well, not a full snow day, but nonetheless, we're gathered. We have 6 measures to consider today before the committee to confirm some mayoral appointees to several health licensing boards. We're moving the Board of Long-Term Care Administration, the Board of Professional Counseling, and the Board of Occupational Therapy. For efficiency's sake, I'm going to move without objection these in block based on the board that they are serving on. So I'm going to start with Long-Term Care Administration. We have 2 nominations for the Board of Long-Term Care Administration, which regulates the practice of nursing home administration, assisted living administration, and home health care administration in the district. The board is comprised of 7 members, including 2 nursing home administrators licensed in the district, 1 assisted living administrator licensed in the district, 1 educator from an institution of higher learning engaged in the teaching of healthcare administration, 1 allied health professional licensed in the district who has demonstrated an interest in long-term care, and 1 health professional licensed in the district who has experience in long-term care, and then also a consumer member. PR 25-560 nominates Dr. B. Michelle Harris for reappointment to the board for the seat for allied health professional licensed in the district who has demonstrated an interest in long-term care. Dr. Harris is currently the interim chair of the board. She is a licensed dietitian and an associate professor at the University of the District of Columbia, where she teaches nutrition, including geriatric nutrition. She is also a health correspondent for the East of the River newspaper. Dr. Harris received her PhD from the University of Maryland, and she's a Ward 4 resident. PR 25-561 nominates Judy Brinckerhoff for appointment to the board as a health professional with experience in long-term care. Judy Brinckerhoff is a registered nurse in the district and has served as a school nurse in the district for more than 20 years. Prior to that, she served in the military for a number of years. She received her Master's of Science in Nursing from the University of Texas, San Antonio, and she is a Ward 3 resident. At the confirmation hearing, I discussed with the nominees the proposal in the Health Occupations Revision Act, which the committee will be considering later this spring, to sunset this board and move its work under the Board of Nursing. There was general support, but they did advise ensuring that allied health professionals in long-term care not get overlooked. I was happy to hear that both of these excellent nominees are willing to serve on the board for as long as it is functioning. So at this time, I'd like to open the floor for discussion on these two nominations. So yeah. Okay, hearing none, I will move the committee prints and accompanying committee reports for PR 25-560 and PR 25-561 with leave for staff to make technical and changes in consultation with the Office of General Counsel. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Okay, let the record reflect that the vote was unanimous. We'll now turn to 3 nominees for the Board of Professional Counseling. This is very exciting because the Board of Professional Counseling currently only has 1 member, a quorum of 1. So the board consists of 6 members, including 2 professional counselors, 1 educator engaged in the teaching of counseling, 1 professional art therapist, 1 consumer member, and 1 individual with at least 5 years of experience in the field of addiction counseling. PR 25-574 nominates Rhonda Brown to the Board of Professional Counseling as a professional counselor for a term to end July 1st, 2024. Ms. Brown has 20 years of experience focusing on adolescent mental health and substance use issues. She holds a Master's of Arts in Community Counseling and has worked extensively with the juvenile justice system, including a current role now with the Public Defender Service. Ms. Brown is a Ward 4 resident. PR 25-575 nominates Victoria Sherk to the Board of Professional Counseling for a reappointment as an individual with at least 5 years of experience in the field of addiction counseling for a term to end July 1st, 2026. Ms. Sherk has extensive experience in addiction counseling and trauma-informed care. She has served as various health organizations and holds a Master's in Counseling, specializing in marriage and family therapy. Ms. Sherk is a Ward 3 resident. Yes, that's a reappointment. And then finally, PR 25-576 nominates Giovanna Lauro to the Board of Professional Counseling as a professional counselor for a term to end July 1st, 2024. Ms. Lauro specializes in trauma, depression, and anxiety. She's currently pursuing her PhD in counselor education and supervision and is a licensed professional counselor in the district and Virginia. She is a Ward 1 resident. At the confirmation hearing for these nominees, we discussed the increase in applications for professional counselor licensure in the district and the need to streamline the licensure process and ensure counseling students are aware of the supervision hours required for the license. Apparently, we have a lot of people who are going through their master's programs not knowing that they need supervision and also to be licensed in the district. The nominees also expressed support for the proposal in the Health Occupations Revision Act to move the Board of Marriage and Family Therapy under the Board of Professional Counseling. I'm happy to see this board finally grow from 1 members to 3, all of whom are extremely qualified, and I hope to see all 6 seats filled soon. Just to note for committee members, 2 of the folks that I just mentioned, they have a term ending July 1st of 2024. So we have already signaled to the Mayor's Office of Talent and Appointments that if they would go ahead and start processing the paperwork for reappointments for these individuals, but we won't hold another hearing because we've already talked to them this year. So at this time, I'd like to open up the floor for discussion for the nominations for the Board of Professional Counseling. Okay, hearing none from actual council members, I will move these nominations in block unless any of my colleagues have any objections. So I want to move the prints and accompanying committee reports for PR 25-574, PR 25-575, and PR 25-576 with leave for staff to make technical changes in consultation with the General Counsel. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Awesome. Let the record reflect that that was the unanimous vote. Finally, we will consider 1 nominee for the Board of Occupational Therapy, which regulates occupational therapists and occupational therapy assistants in the District of Columbia. the board is comprised of 5 members, including 3 licensed occupational therapists in the district, 1 occupational therapy assistant, and 1 consumer member. PR 25-578 nominates Omololu Majekodunmi. Sorry, he told me how to say it and I am butchering it, so I apologize. To the board as occupational therapist for a term to end April 16th, 2024. He is the CEO of Triumph Therapeutics, which specializes in pediatric occupational therapy, and the vice president of the DC Occupational Therapy Association. He has a master's of science in occupational therapy from Howard University and currently lives in Ward 5. At the confirmation hearing, I discussed with Mr. Majekodunmi the importance of raising awareness of occupational therapy among young people, communities of color, and early childhood settings. He expressed support for the proposed legislation to enter the district into the Occupational Therapy National Compact, but expressed concerns over the proposal in the Health Occupation Revision Act, which would merge this board with several other boards to create a board of rehabilitative therapies. He explained that each occupation has unique requirements and trainings that should not be overlooked. Again, I'll note that if we confirm his nomination today and the full council in the coming weeks, his term is supposed to end on April 16th, 2024. And so again, we've already expressed to MOTA a desire to see the paperwork go ahead and be processed for this. So at this time, I'd like to open the floor for any discussion. All right, hearing none, I will move the committee print and accompanying committee report for PR 25-578 with leave for staff to make technical changes in consultation with the general counsel. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Great. Please let the record reflect that was a unanimous vote. So this concludes today's Committee on Health meeting. The committee will gather on Thursday for our first performance oversight hearing for the public witnesses for DC Health. For those who are interested in testifying, the link is currently up on the DC Council website. If you just go to dccouncil.gov and hit the tab for hearings. The time is now 2:42 p.m. and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all so much for being here.
Godspeed.
Thanks.